Okay, so let me know when you're ready so we can start. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
we are going. The first rule is that we are going to keep the microphone on mute unless you have something to say. Okay. And okay, assignments for reading today. After the meeting, guys, you will have to copy the definitions of the vocabulary words, right? And you also will have to identify characters, the setting, and the plot. Okay, so those two things that you have to do. First, find the definitions of the vocabulary words and identify characters, setting, and plot. Okay?
And Google.
Of course not, Mister. You have to because the story is not in Google, so you will have to identify these things yourselves using your books, of course. All right. Okay, let me go ahead and start a presentation. Give me 1 second here, please. Okay, so we're gonna start. Lesson 20 is the secrets of an ancient statue. And the section that we're going to be working in the book, using the vocabulary words, is the seven wonders of the universe. Okay, let's start with the target vocabulary. The first word is meager. What is meager? Something meager is something that is too small or not enough. Would say that a synonym for meager is poor, okay, little, small. Examples. Um, the sick girl ate a meager breakfast of tea and toast. Okay, so which in this case the word meager means something very small or very poor, right? Okay. The next word is opulent. All right, what is opulent? Something that is opulent is decorated in a grand, expensive, and showy way. Examples: the museum has an opulent collection of antique jewelry. Okay. Another example is Nicole threw an opulent party to celebrate her birthday. That is just an example, of course. Okay. Then the next word is salvage. To salvage something is to save it from being lost or destroyed. In this case, we are talking about something, something material, something physical that we can save, um, probably from a fire, from a flood, you know. Examples: we were able to salvage some photographs from the fire. Okay, what else could we save, um, from the fire? Let's say that school is on fire because there was an accident. I don't know, the school is on fire.
Yay.
What things
Yeah.
can we salvage from the school? Guys, I'm asking you a question.
Uh-huh.
You can use the chat to answer as well. If you don't want to speak, you can use the chat to answer. There is a chat, I believe, in the corner. I don't know because you're using your cell phone, but there is a chat section that you can use to type your answers. Let's say that the school is on fire or there was a flood and the whole building was destroyed. What things can we salvage from there? I have an answer here. Let me see. Okay. Luis says that he doesn't know. Thank you, Luis. Probably documents, right? Or I don't know, some valuable things. So when we try to salvage something, it's because that has, a lot of value for us. Okay, let's move forward. All right. The next word is subjected, which is no, it's not the last one. Subjected is when we are subjected to something, we are forced to undergo it or to do it. An example is we were subjected to terrible living conditions. A clear example on our current situation will be that we were subjected to a 14-day isolation period because of the coronavirus. Okay. And does someone else have An example? Anybody has an example? No?
No.
All right. Okay, so just to clarify it, or just to make sure that you guys understand the meaning of the words. Okay, meager is something poor, opulent is something, expensive and decorated in a showy way. Salvage is to save something from being lost, and subjected is something that we are forced to do or undergo. And the last one is tremors. Tremors are underground rumblings that cause the ground to shake. After an earthquake, we usually feel some tremors, okay? Which are usually like replicas of these earthquakes. Examples, hold on. Who wants to read the example for me? Someone to read the example for me, please?
More tremor were still felt days after the earthquake.
Thank you, Ian. Very good. Okay.
You're
Okay, now,
welcome.
now we're gonna move to page 192 to answer the questions over there. Okay, the seven wonders of the world. People have always traveled the world to see remarkable structures made by man in ancient times. Historians and scholars made lists of places that were especially large, unusual, or what's the word?
Miguel.
Luis. The word is already there, right? Because I didn't find a page in blank, so that's why the word is in the. So what is the word?
Tremors.
No,
Opulent.
opulent, of course. So
Opulent.
go ahead and write opulent in there, okay? Now let's see the next page. Who wants to read the next one, please?
Me.
Okay, go ahead.
The seven wonders of the world were grand and beautiful, but many people who will them had hard lives. Many workers were slaves or laborers who learned wakes.
All right. So what would be the next word?
Salvage.
Uh,
Salvage.
no. If it says many workers were slaves or laborers who earned wages are like the salary of the worker. So how can the wages be?
Meager.
Salvage.
Meager.
Here.
Meager.
Here. I
It's
say.
meager. So number one is opulent, and number two is meager, right? Okay. Who wants to read the next one?
Me.
Who's okay? Ashley, go ahead.
Workers were often to harsh conditions. There were
Eh,
no cranes or bulldozers in ancient times. Workers had to haul huge slabs of stone
huge.
and lift them into place by hand.
Okay, thank you very much. So what will be the word?
Oh, subject.
Tremors.
Subjected. Subjected.
Oh,
Okay. Very good, Liz. Who wants to read the next one?
me.
Who's
Me.
me?
Me. Only one.
Only one. Okay. But Diego, Angelica, would you like to read the next one, please?
Yes. Only one of the seven wonders of the world still exists today. The Great Pyramid of Giza. Some structures collapsed due to the powerful earthquake.
Okay. So what would be the word on number four?
Tremors.
Tremors. Correct. Correct.
Oh my God.
Okay, Diego, would you like to read the next one, the last one, please?
Where structures were destroyed by fires. People may have tried to these amazing structures. However, little or nothing remains of them today.
Okay, thank you very much. So what's the word?
Salvage.
It's salvage, of course,
Salvage.
right? Okay, so just to review, number one is opulent, number two is meager, number three is subjected, number four is tremors, and number five is salvage, okay? Okay, let's move to the next section. The Secrets of an Ancient Statue. You have your books handy, right? So I'm gonna call on someone to continue to start reading, and I may call on someone else to continue reading. Okay. So I'm gonna start with Harold. Go ahead and start reading, please.
The Secret of an Ancient Star. Have you ever seen the Statue of La Liberty? This famous statue stands proud in New York Harbor.
Go ahead.
A gift from France to the United States. The statue of it is a symbol of freedom.
Okay. Thank
2000
you.
of years,
Okay. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Thank you.
2000 of years before the Statue of Liberty, there was another great statue called the Colossus of Rhodes. It stood on land that is now Rhodes. It
It's
is
now part of Turkey.
uh, mhm. The Colossus no longer exists. It was destroyed less than decades after it was built.
Thank you very much. Loani, can you continue, please?
Yes, sir. I know where we are.
You don't know? Okay, we are on the third paragraph, Diego. The story of the Colossus.
Yes, the story of the Colossus of Rhodes is important because it helps to reveal what life was like in ancient times. To live in the region, what did people do for a living? Why did they build the statue?
Okay.
Yeah, Mr. I here.
Hello, Emilio. Welcome. Okay, you
I
have your
was.
reading. Yeah, go ahead.
Yes,
Okay, so we're gonna move to the question. Who wants to read the question?
Me. Why is the story of the Colossus of Rhodes important?
Who wants to give me the answer? It's in the
It,
paragraph.
it is important because it helps reveal what life was like in ancient times.
Very good, Luis. There you go. I also wrote the question over there, so you guys are able to, write it down in your books as well. Okay. Let me know when you're finished so we can move to the next one.
Estoy en una clase
No, Victor.
No.
No, mister.
finish.
Okay. And Emilio, please go ahead and continue on the next page.
A long, difficult war.
Yes, sir.
The inhabitants of Rhodes were peaceful people, but they didn't have enemies. The enemies want to control the rich land and thriving port. They hope to collect taxes from the people of Rhodes. In 305 BCE, Greek soldiers attacked Rhodes. The people bravely fought back. The years-long battle resulted in many deaths.
Thank you, Emilio. Please continue, Giancarlos. The fourth line, second paragraph.
Let me see.
Farmland.
Farmland went unpaid and when had only meager supplies of food. The people were hungry and dispersed, but they were determined to protect their homes. Finally, the Greek soldiers gave up, abandoning much of their war equipment as they fled.
Okay. And please continue, Luis.
The people of Rhodes were thankful. They believed that Helios helped them win the war. They decided to build a giant statue to honor the strong god. The statue would be called the Colossus of Rhodes.
Okay, thank you very much. Who wants to read a question?
Me.
Okay.
What detail supports the idea that the people of Rhodes were thankful for the outcome of the war?
Okay, who wants to give me the answer?
They believe that Helio helped them with win the war.
Correct. So they decided to build the giant statue. Okay. Okay. The word, guys, is pronounced statue. Okay. Okay. So they decided to build a statue to honor the sun god they believed helped them with the word. And you can copy what I put in the presentation, or you can copy what is in the book, which is what Ian just read. Okay. They believed that Elias helped him win the war, so they decided to build a giant statue to honor the sun god. Any of those answers will be correct, okay?
They believe helper. Them win the war.
And let me know when you're finished, okay?
I finished.
No, wait, no, wait.
Okay. Next page, building the Colossus of Rhodes. Okay, um, who hasn't read yet?
Me,
Ian.
yes.
Okay, go ahead, Ian.
To this day, how the people got the materials to build the Colossus road remain a mystery. Many people believe that the citizens of Rome decided to survive war, equipment left behind by the Greeks. The people of Rome might have sold the Greek war
Equipment.
equipment and used the money to buy the material for a statue.
Statue.
Another statue. Another possibility is that people the bronze sword and shield and use the metal to build the statue.
Thank you very much. Okay, Loani, continue, please.
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Who's that? Fernando.
Yeah, Rubén Dobla.
Yeah, I was like, who is Ruben Douglas? Okay, welcome, Fernando. Loani, are you?
I am honestly playing Fortnite all the time because I can hear you, so I was playing a lot.
Oh my goodness, really? Okay, Loani, are you ready? Loani. Okay, Fernando, would you like to continue?
And what page?
It's page. What is the number of page, people?
196.
196.
Okay, it's the last paragraph, Fernando.
The last error. Okay. There are no photographs of the statue because it was built long before the invention of the camera. As a result, no one knows exactly what it looks like. However, ancient records tell us a man named Charles designed the Colossus of Rhodes, and that stood about 110 feet tall. That is a high and elevated historic building.
Okay, thank you very much. Now the question is,
What are two possible ways to people of Rhodes might have used the Greek word equipment that they were able to salvage?
who wants to give me the answer?
I don't hear the history, so I don't know.
Someone else? How did they use the equipment? Who wants to tell me?
The people of Rhodes might have sold the Greek war equipment and used the money to buy the materials for the statue.
Thank you very much. That's one. What's the other one?
Another possibility is that people made the bronze swords and shields and used the metal to
Build.
Build a statue.
Very good. Those are the two ways. They might have sold it and used the money to buy materials for the statue, or they might have melted swords and shields and used the metal to build the statue. If you're not able to, see the letters clearly on the screen of your cell phone, you can just copy what Diego and Ashley read in the book, okay? Because those are the two possibilities. Let me know when you're finished so we can move to the next part. Ready?
No, no, no.
Okay, completing the Colossus. Who wants to read?
Me, I want to read.
Okay, go ahead.
Completing the Colossus. The Colossus was golden, a perfect color for honoring the sun god. Workers shaped the bronze into hollow sections and placed each new section on the top of the last one. Slowly the statue rose from the ground to reach each part. Workers stood on mounds of dirt. Builders put the stone and iron bars inside the section to support the statue and to ensure that it would not tip over. Workers built the head of the statue. Last, many believe the face looked like that of Alexander the Great, a world leader before the statue was built. To honor Helios, the statue probably wore a crown with long points that looked like the rise of the sun. After 12 years of building the giant opulence, the statue was finally complete in about 282 BCE.
Thank you, Liz. The question is?
Why did the workers put the stones and iron bars inside the statue?
Okay, who wants to give me the answer?
Mister, means to support the statue and to ensure that it would not tip over.
Correct. To support the statue and to ensure that it would not tip over. The answer that I wrote is so it wouldn't tip over, but you can just write what you have in the book, which is um, to support the statue and to ensure that it would not tip over, okay? And people, I am going to ask you to mute your microphones if you're not speaking, so we don't have to hear the background noise. So just use your microphone if you are going to talk, okay?
Okay,
Okay, thank you.
that's
Okay.
fine because I don't want that they know that I'm playing.
So probably the noise that I am listening is your computer or you playing, Fernando. Okay, Emilio, can you please read the next one?
The Colossus fall. The people of Rhodes were very proud of Colossus. They thought it would stand for thousands of years. Sadly, the bronze giant didn't stay intact that long. In 226 BCE, less than 60 years after it was built, a strong earthquake struck Rhodes. Tremors caused the statue to snap apart, and it fell to the ground, shattered into pieces. Many people want to fix the statue, including the ruler of Egypt. He even offered to pay the cost of the rebuilding. Not sure what to do, the people of Rhodes asked, asked the advice of a wise person. He told them not to rebuild the statue. He said the statue fell because the gods were unhappy. The people listened and left the green statue on the ground. The broken colossus drew crowds up close. It seemed even larger than before. People tried to wrap their arms around the huge fingers. One ancient writer wrote, "A few people can make their arms fit around the thumb of the figure."
Thank you very much, Emilio. Now, who wants to read the question?
What effect did earthquake tremors have on the colossus of
Of Rhodes. Thank you, Ashley. Okay, who wants to answer the question?
It made that the statue fell down.
Exactly. It fell to the ground, shattering into pieces, right? So they caused it to snap apart at the knees and fall to the ground and shatter. Thank you very much, Emilio. So go ahead and write the answer. Let me know when you're finished so we can move to the next one, okay?
no.
Where is the answer, teacher?
The answer is on the screen.
Oh,
If not, you can copy it from the book. It says, tremors caused the statue to snap apart of the knees. It fell to the ground, shattering into pieces. It's the last two sentences on the first paragraph.
yeah, teacher, thank you.
Okay, welcome. Okay, are we ready? Angelica, please help us reading the next page. Angelica?
A cycle of war. The broken statue remained on the ground for nearly 900 years. In 654 CE, war came to Rhodes again. The people were defeated this time.
Continue.
A Syrian prince took control of Rhodes and subjected the people of Rhodes to rebuild. He ordered his soldiers to take apart the colossus. They packed the bronze pieces onto camels that carried the heavy loads to ship. Some say it took 900 camels to carry away all that metal. The ship sailed to the mainland. From there, the bronze has hauled to Syria.
Sí,
Continue.
no son de diferentes.
What happened to the bronze in Syria? Some think it was melted down to make coins. Others believe it was melted and turned back into swords and shields, since that was the fate of many old statues of the time. Perhaps the Colossus began and ended as war achievement, something the people of Rhodes would
Wouldn't.
have wanted.
Thank you very much, Rocio. Okay, give me 1 second. What is the question?
What are two possible reasons that the Syrian prince ordered the piece of the Colossus to be taken to Syria?
Okay, who wants to give me the answer?
One is to build swords and shields.
Shields, And the other one?
Mhm. He
Is it the-
ordered his soldiers to take apart the colossus. They packed the bronze pieces.
To make coins.
Yeah, exactly. One is to make coins, and the other is it was melted down to turn back into swords and shields. Okay, so to melt the bronze down to make coins or swords and shields. So that's the answer. Well, Let me know when you're finished or ready for the next one.
No, no,
Finish.
Okay, the mystery remains. Diego, go ahead, please.
The mystery remains. We know many facts about the Colossus of Rhodes, but some details remain a mystery. For example, where did the study stand? And others drew a famous picture in the 15th of the Colossus, standing at the entrance to the harbor with its straight carved apart for ships to pass through. They will know that he cannot be true. Scientists explain that the legs couldn't have been split apart because the study was too heavy and wouldn't have stayed standing. Many scholars think its feet were closer together and that one arm may have raised the Colossus held a bowl of fire or a lit sword. The sea would have responded to the study of humans. One thing is sure, so the Colossus was great that it gave us new words. The word Colossus means a giant statue. The word colossal means amazing huge.
Thank you. Okay, who wants to tell me what are the new words that we got from the Colossus of Rhodes?
The Colossus means a giant statue and
Mhm.
colossal means amazing huge.
There you go. Thank you very much. Okay, what is the question on the bottom of the page?
what details help scholars conclude the Colossus could not have had its legs spread apart?
Spread apart. And the answer is?
Colossus and colossal.
Scientists explained that the statue was too
Was
heavy
too
and
heavy. Would have not
not
stay
stay
standing.
Yeah, it's in on the hold on.
Wing.
On the second sentence in the second paragraph. Okay. All right. Let me know
and
when
in
you're.
the cell phone too.
Yeah, it's in there. I put it in there. I was thinking first. I was thinking about not including the answers in here in the presentation, but then I thought about the people who's not here in the meeting, and so it would be easier for them to answer or work alone at home. Okay, look back and respond. Who wants to read the first
Hi,
question?
teacher.
Me,
What are some things about the Colossus of Rhodes that made it a great statue?
Who wants to tell me? What do you think? What do you think are the things that made it a great statue?
Have a
What
good,
do you think it was great, Giancarlos?
have a good structure.
It had a good structure. What else? Someone else?
Because it was big.
It was huge. It was big. What else? Hello.
I don't know.
Okay, some of the things are that it was a giant size. It was built to honor the sun god Helios. Also, the mystery behind history. It was
The mystery behind the mystery behind. How it was perfect golden color. Face like
Sebastián me puso. Sorry, guys. And I was like, why nobody is answering my question? And this Sebastian put my mic in mute on mute. But I already scolded him. Okay, so what's number? Who wants to read number 2?
How did wars play a part in the story of the Colossus of Rhodes?
What's gonna be the answer? Okay, if you go back in the story, remember they started building the statue because they won a war against who?
Greek.
The Greeks, exactly. So they decided to build a statue to honor the sun god Helios because they thought or they believed he helped them win the war. Okay, and then also some bronze pieces of the Colossus were melted and made into swords and shields. Okay, so that's the answer. Who wants to read number 3?
How did the workers build huge statue?
So how did the workers build such a huge statue? Who wants to tell me? Who has the answer? Okay. Standing on mounds of dirt, they place each new section on top of the last one. Okay. And number 4, who wants to read number 4?
Why didn't the people rebuild the Colossus after it fell?
What's the answer? Someone told them something. You remember that part? Do you recall that part? An old man told them what? Who knows the answer of number 4? I'm gonna give 2 extra points.
Because even worse than before.
Because they were telling that the gods don't want that they build that statue.
Exactly.
A wise person
Yeah.
told them to not
I
rebuild the
say.
statue.
Yeah, because he said that it fell because the gods
But
were
the gods
unhappy.
were unhappy.
Okay, so that's all, guys. I included a link so you can go ahead and watch the video in YouTube. That's a video that better explains how this statue was built. Also, you know, go a little bit further and learn a little bit more about the story that we discussed today. Okay, thank you very much. I also will be sharing the PowerPoint presentation in the chat so you have access to the questions and the answers as well. Okay.
Giancarlo, play Fortnite.
Okay, so in this case, I will end that the meeting and then I will see you later on today. Okay.
Giancarlo at 12, play Fortnite.